Russians fighting in Ukraine have complained about the dire conditions of their army and the poor treatment of soldiers by their commanders. In a video address shared in social media, two brothers fighting within the Russian army condemned the war against Ukraine. The brothers have been injured during the recent assault on Ukrainian positions. One of the brothers, named Valery, said most of their fellow soldiers were injured or deserted and that their whereabouts were unknown. Valery complained that his commander was going to send them to another assault without considering that they were wounded and had no strength. In yet another video, a Russian soldier fighting in Ukraine urged his compatriots not to join the war, warning that they would be killed. The soldier, named Alexei Smirnov, made the address in a video posted on social media. Explaining that he was the only survivor among the unit of 20 soldiers, Alexei urged other Russians not come to Ukraine. He pointed to the bodies of killed soldiers and urged other Russians considering conscripting to think about their families and their children. Furthermore, Alexei complained that soldiers have been abandoned by their commanders. He accused the commanders of only taking care of themselves and treating soldiers as cannon fodders. The soldier said he would probably be killed like his fellow servicemen whose bodies were lying next to him.
Я Валетов Евгений, это мой брат Валетов Игорь. Вчера выходили на штурм. Из штурма у нас ничего не получилось. Все получили ранения, кто-то убежал. Дальнейшую судьбу их я не знаю. Возможно, раненые, возможно, убитые. Мы с братом получили ранения. Вот, все израненные смогли оказать сами себе первую помощь и выбраться в лес. Командир говорит, что завтра надо идти опять штурмовать это здание. Ну, в каком состоянии мы пойдем? Если у нас все болит, мы все изранены, и у нас просто нету сил.
Мирнов Алексей Валерьевич с Иркутска вызвал ИВАК. ИВАКа нету. Связи тоже не стало. На запросы никто не отвечает. Здесь только 200-е. Было больше 20 человек. Я остался один. Эти пидорасы забыли про нас. Наше командование ебучее. Смотрите, пацаны, сами. Я вот этих пацанов не знаю. Вот смотрите, что с нами стало. Вот это вот Жека. Я с ним был в одной учебке. Этого я тоже не знаю. Так что, пацаны, не идите сюда на Украину нахуй воевать. Не наша эта война. Подумайте о своих семьях, о детях, о своих. Как вы их любите. Все уедем в черных мешках. Я прошел столько, по стольким трупам. Это жесть. Наше командование, пидорасы ебаные, им похуй до нас. Контракт подписал, ты для них просто мясо. Просто дерьмо и все. Они думают только о себе, а нас им похуй до нас. Что со мной будет, я тоже такой же, наверное, буду.
Ukrainian defense forces have been destroying Russian air defense systems in Crimea for a long time. Oleg Katkov, military expert and editor-in-chief of Defense Express, spoke about this on Radio NV. This is a very convenient location for knocking out Russian air defense assets. Not just radar stations, but also anti-aircraft missile systems. Even the radar for the unique S-500 was destroyed there. The work is proceeding methodically, and the enemy cannot afford not to defend the military facilities it has on the occupied peninsula, and it is forced to strengthen and replace the losses in its air defense assets. Katkov said. He added that these air defense systems are within easy striking range of the defense forces' assets, allowing Ukraine to systematically strike targets in Crimea. This also includes the Crimean Bridge. In June, the Security Service of Ukraine carried out its third attack on the Crimean Bridge, a critical supply and transport route for Russian forces to the occupied Ukrainian territories. While the exact cause of damage to the bridge's underwater supports remains unclear, some defense experts speculate that the Toloka drone may have played a role. It's not something that just happened once. It's something that happens every 2 or 3 days. Something gets hit deep behind enemy lines in Crimea. This is precisely the result of this methodical work to take out air defenses. And when they're taken out, the enemy doesn't have time to restore them and strikes are launched. For example, at the Vardeysky airfield, where the Mi-8 was destroyed, when the Buyan M ship is hit by those same drones in the Sea of Azov, when the RT-70 radio telescope in Yevpatoria is knocked out. Katkov explained, "Recall in recent days the Ghosts Special Unit of the Main Intelligence Directorate of Ukraine has carried out a series of precision attacks on military installations in temporarily occupied Crimea. This could be an operation that opens the way to Crimea for Ukraine's new underwater drones," Defense Express reports. On September the 21st, it was reported that 3 Mi-8 helicopters and a 55Z-86U Nebo-U radar station had been destroyed. On September the 22nd, it became known that another Mi-8 and 2 rare BE-12 anti-submarine aircraft had been shot down. The BE-12 is a Soviet aircraft whose first flight took place in 1960. Despite its age, it is still used by the Russian Black Sea Fleet. No more than 6 of these aircraft remained in service, used for patrolling waters and searching for submarines. Experts note that the BE-12's decommissioning could have several possible explanations: reducing the Russian Federation's capabilities in combating Ukrainian unmanned aerial systems, creating conditions for the operation of the new Ukrainian underwater drones, Toloka, which were recently presented in Lviv, eliminating the threat posed by patrols tracking surface naval drones such as Magura or Sea Baby. Analysts emphasize that the HUR strikes not only inflict significant losses on the Russian Black Sea Fleet, but also pave the way for the active use of Ukrainian naval drones in the Black Sea.